Hey guys, Chicago injury lawyer Scott DeSalvo here, and in today's video we're going to talk about the compromise settlement. What is it? It's also called the cost of defense settlement or the nuisance settlement. So what do I mean? So listen, I handle some pretty big cases. In fact, I'm driving to court on a pretty major serious case right now. Hope things go well at court. Wish me luck. But, because I help everyone, no matter, like, if there's any way I can help somebody effectively, I really tend to want to do it, right? And sometimes I get myself into trouble. I end up doing a heck of a lot of work on a small case just to help somebody out. But I feel like as an attorney, that's the cool thing to do. But obviously, I prefer to handle the big cases because I can, get people money on a major case when they really need it and deserve it. But sometimes I do represent people on small cases or cases that start out looking okay, but they fall apart. Okay. So I'll tell you about one I handled. Obviously, I won't identify any identifying information and I'll change some of the facts. So this is a lady who fell at a store, and she fell at a store, and initially what she told me about what happened sounded really good. Now, if you watch some of my other videos, you know that fall down cases can be very complicated, very difficult. And let me see if my microphone is on. I don't know if my microphone is on. Let me check. Yeah, it's on. Okay. We should be good. So she fell at a department store. I do a very detailed intake on fall down cases at the beginning of the case, so I get a good idea about the strength of the case, because it's as they say, there's many a slip twixt a cup and a lip, meaning it's easy to spill if you're drinking tea. That's how fall down cases are, right? In a fall down case, there's like a million things that can go wrong that mean the value of the case go in the toilet, or that it's an unprovable case. And that's why insurance companies, they're actually very hard cases to settle without filing a lawsuit, even though I'm able to do it. And it's because of the workup I do pre-suit. Like, we leave pretty much no stone unturned. We're very detailed on that stuff. Pretty much, like, I've represented people where other lawyers talked to them and said, yeah, you're not going to win that case. And then I took the case and won it for them. So, of any of the kinds of cases I handle, injury cases, a lot of times lawyers are turned off if they talk to a client and they say, oh, two other lawyers turned the case down. Look, I'm sensitive to that as well, but this is what I'll say. When it comes to a fall down case, I don't care if you've talked to other lawyers. My analysis and the way I handle the fall down cases is what matters to me. So what am I talking about here? So she initially talks to me. I ask her a bunch of questions. Sounds like a great case. She actually contacts me like a year after it happened. Her treatment's completely done, and she's got about $50,000 in medical bills. Okay. Thank goodness she's okay now, but she was in a lot of pain, and it was a serious injury. Like, it was not just a sprain. Like, she had some real problems and some real medical care. So she contacted me. I took the case. Sounded good. Got all the medical. The medical looked fine. Not perfect. There were some things in there I didn't like, but you play the hand you're dealt, as they say, right? Can't go back in time and fix things. And then I contacted the store, and they were like, go jump in the lake. We have video. We have photos. Like, they already sent it out to a lawyer to be analyzed. Their lawyer shut it completely down. And I'm like, look, can I talk to your lawyer? And they're like, no, we're not going to pay our lawyer to send you anything. I'm like, okay, well, did your lawyer send you an opinion letter where you can send me part of the letter so I can see what you guys are doing? It'll help me explain to my client what's going on. And they're like, no, but we'll send you the video. We'll send you the photos. So look, at the end of the day, the issues in this case hinge on a couple of facts being true or a couple of facts not being true. So they sent me a video. It clobbered the case. Okay, it literally took the case value from maybe 100 to 150 in settlement value, down to zero. Why did it go down to zero? It went down to zero because based on the information that the adjuster sent me, we would have, in my estimation, if we went to trial on that case 100 times, we would lose 100 times. If we went to trial on the case 1,000 times, I might be able to win it 3 out of 1,000 times, and then the insurance company would appeal the case anyway and not pay the money. So on a case like that, I'm not doing my client any favors by telling them they have a great case and they have a chance to win, right? I'm really not doing them a favor. But on the other hand, I talked to my client about it, and I told her, listen, if you want me to try to get a nuisance settlement or a compromise settlement or a cost of defense settlement, what is that? That is money that they're just going to throw some money on the case based on if we're going to proceed on it. They're going to hire a lawyer. They're going to do depositions. That costs money. All this stuff costs money, right? So in this case, I was able to get this lady a $15,000 offer. And it was $15,000 or go jump in the lake. Now, a lot of lawyers don't even try to get offers like that. Luckily, not too many of my cases fall apart like this, but I'd rather get my client something rather than nothing. And so you might be saying, well, wait a minute, she's got $50,000 in medical. How can you settle the case for $15,000? Like, she's going to be negative $35,000. Well, it doesn't really work that way. There are ways that I can reduce the claims and the medical bills on the case and still put money in her pocket. On the 15, I'm going to try and put somewhere between, $4,000 to $6,500 in her pocket, and I think that that's realistic, right? So my point is, like, without knowledge of how the law works and the existence of the nuisance or cost of defense settlement, a lot of people or a lot of lawyers will be like, that's not even worth my time. And listen, I'll be honest with you, a few $1,000s in attorney's fees, for me, I would probably be spending my time, like, as a businessman, it would probably be better for me to spend my time working on my high dollar cases, because those are ones that, I got to push forward. They take up a lot of time and attention. But, I do this to help injured people. And this lady needed help. She came to me for help. I agreed to try and help her, and that's what I'm trying to do. Okay. So that's sort of what's going on there. So that's what a nuisance settlement is. It's a settlement that says, look, and I know that this is the defense lawyer, this is the insurance company talking, or the manager of claims at the store. And I know if this goes to court, A, the judge will probably throw it out of court. B, even if the judge doesn't immediately throw it out of court, you've got no realistic chance at winning the case or getting any money for your client. So we can do that. We can fight the case for 2 or 3 years. You can spend $20,000 in case costs proving the case or trying to prove the case, and then we can go to trial 3 years later. You end up with zero, and your law firm is negative 20. Your client has their hopes up. They had to miss time from work to give a deposition, have all the stress of litigation, and at the end of it, they're going to get nothing. Or we can give you our cost of defense. And so a lot of insurance companies won't do it. It is a delicate thing. A lot of insurance companies do not offer cost of defense. There's certain things that I do to increase the chance, in my opinion, that we will get one. And I didn't think we were going to get one for this lady based on the tone of the adjuster from the very beginning. But we were able to get, 15, and this lady has health insurance, and, we're going to do the best we can. So that is a nuisance or a cost of defense settlement. They're not available in every case. They're not appropriate in every case. So, for example, if we have a lien or claim against a case, where for certain reasons, like we have an injury case, we have a nuisance settlement, but the company or the insurance company or the doctor's office who has the claim will not be reasonable on the amounts at all, then it may not make sense to do it. But if they're reasonable, if I can explain the situation to them and say, listen, my client has no incentive to do this if you want that dollar figure out of the settlement, because then they're going to end up with nothing. I'm already cutting my attorney's fee, right? So anyway, my point is, insurance companies don't always offer a nuisance settlement or a cost of defense settlement. You have to work to get them, and then after you get them, you have to work twice as hard to get anyone who has a claim on the case to take peanuts, and then they get mad at you. And what I tell them is, look, don't you think I would rather settle my client's case for $150 instead of $15,000? Don't you think I'd rather do that? Do I strike you as the kind of person who, if I thought there was any chance to get this person $150,000, I wouldn't go after it? Do you think I'm dumb or lazy? Because if that's what you think, you're wrong. But anyway, I'm pretty good at wheeling and dealing with those folks after the case too. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your viewership. And if there's anything I can do for you or a loved one, or if you know anyone who needs an injury lawyer, whether it's a work injury, car crash, bar fight, dog bite, nursing home abuse, med mal, any kind of injury case, I'm your guy. Give me a call. Free consultation, 312-500-4500. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. If you or anyone you know has been hurt in an accident and needs a lawyer, or even just has questions, give me a call anytime, day or night, at 312-500-4500. You can call me anytime, day or night, and the consultation is free. That's 312-500-4500. Or if you're not ready to talk to a lawyer, I made 2 great tools that really help people out that you can use for free on my website. The links are in the description. The first one is called the Case Cash Calculator, and it tells you what your case might be worth. The other is called the Good Case Calculator, and it tells you whether you might have a good case or you might have a case with some challenges. The best part is that they're 100% free to use on my website, and it only takes you 20 seconds flat to answer 7 multiple choice questions right off the top of your head. And then you get custom information about your particular injury situation fast and for free. So check them out, links in the description. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel. I release 2 new videos every week, and this way you'll get notice of them. And if you have a question you'd like answered in a video, just leave a comment with your question in the comments section. Finally, if you enjoy my videos or if I've helped you in any way, I hope you'll consider doing me a favor. Injury law is a very competitive field, and I like having a small independent firm so I can help people who need it. People really rely on Google reviews when deciding who to hire, so I hope you'll consider leaving me a 5-star review on Google. It only takes a few seconds, but it's a favor to me that I would really appreciate. The link is in the description. You just go to that link, click 5 stars, say a kind word, hit submit, and you're done. Once again, I hope you and your family are well, and if anyone you know needs an injury lawyer or has questions, please send them my way by calling 312-500-4500. Thanks again for watching. Take care.